It's spooky.
Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Pastatime with Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we're here with another boatload of Pastatime, of creepypastas. Shit. Adam, why don't you tell us what creepypastas are?
Indeed, we're here with another boatload, meaning 4 creepypastas or short fictional horror stories. You can find these short fictional horror stories on internet communities like Creepypasta, the SCP Foundation, the No Sleep subreddit, and sometimes we even get some sent to us by emailing, a place that Robin's going to tell you about in a second. But I will say we are reading 2 homegrown Pastatimes tonight, which I'm pretty excited for. But Robin, if someone had a story they either wanted to suggest we read or that they themselves wrote and would like to have read on the show, where can they reach out?
You can send it to our email, pastatime@scaryish.com, or you can go to our website, scaryish.com, fill out that contact us form on there, and then you can do it that way.
Indeed. We would love to hear from you, and we're going to get right into things with our first creepypasta of the show. I believe Robin will be going first.
All right. So my first story here is from I believe it's from the Short Scary Stories subreddit. And it's from Confra. This is posted 6 years ago. It was so long ago.
It's an
But it's
oldie,
called
but will it
Annoying.
be a goodie?
An oldie, but maybe it'll be a goodie. It's titled Annoying Neighbor. You know, we all have those. Okay, so the story goes. I used to live in a small building downtown. One of the reasons I moved out was the bad neighborhood, including this guy in the apartment right over mine. It was a weird, it. I mean, he's a person. He was a weird looking fella who mostly kept to himself. Around midnight, though, there was frequently a strange noise that got on my nerves. It wasn't loud, to be fair, but I have really light sleep, so it was hard to get my eyes shut with those little bumping sounds going on and on. It reminded me of high heels walking about, but not as loud, as if the person causing the noise was actually trying to be silent. After a few days, I realized the pattern was always the same. Like like a recording played over and over with random intervals in between. And that went on for the best part of a year. Always the same sequence of bumps, slowly tattooed into my mind, sometimes for hours straight during the night. It was only several years later, helping my daughter with her homework, that I learned a little bit of Morse code. She knocked on the table with her knuckles, and a shiver immediately went through my spine as I recognized that exact pattern. When I asked her what it meant, she laughed. "It's the easiest one, Daddy," she said. "It's the
SOS.
one to call for help."
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be send nudes. SOS is so much more scary.
Send nudes. Yeah, that one, it's short and sweet. When I read that, I was like, oh yeah, this is a good one. Because it's like, I don't know Morse code, but I think SOS is one of the ones that people should know.
Yeah, they made it easy
Do you,
because S is 3 short, O is 3 long. So that's all you need to know. Tap 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 tap. So
wow,
pretty shocked that guy didn't know that. My
thank,
dad taught us that when we were really young, actually. My dad
really?
was a Marine though, so he taught us a lot of crazy shit. But I thought that was
Oh,
normal growing up, but apparently it's not. So
that would be true. It is not normal.
it's good to know though. So I recognized it pretty quickly, and this guy's daughter recognized it too. Just saying. So at some point, being a young person, occasionally you do cross stuff like this. But yeah, it's a good one. Nice way to start the show, Robin.
Thanks.
Speaking of starting the show, let's go ahead and look over into our stream chat a little bit earlier than we normally do. Let's go ahead and give some shout outs. One goes to TM Dusty for following us 2 days ago. We appreciate that.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to I'm What's for Dinner, who resubscribed for the 26th month and said 26 months of woos. Indeed. Shout out to Bree Ball, Latreia, Glitch, and Captain Fake Guy, who have all redeemed a drink. Robin, what are you going to be drinking this week?
I have Yakult and vodka and cranberry juice because, changing it
It
up.
sounds like it could be good. Just saying. I am just going to be drinking rum and Coke. That is a cow butt, if you were wondering. It's from my favorite place, Omega Mart, out here in Las Vegas, which is in Area 15. If you live out here or you're out here, I highly recommend going there because there's a bunch of fun stuff to do. The first person in either channel was Bunny, who said morning. Good morning, Bunny. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to IMB Trainer, who resubscribed with Prime for the 21st month and said, woo, happy Wednesday. Indeed it is. Lots of folks were playing around with our new updated version of Intro Fighters is the name of the program. The person who made it released an update, and we're going to play it again one more time tonight, and I'll tell you why. But first, before I do, if you type in ! Emote, which I think a lot of you picked up on, and then you put a space, and then you just put an emote, whatever emote you want, that'll be your character to fight with. So I did use myself to fight with, which was pretty fun. And that said, at the end of the show, there's a new mode. It's team mode, and I'll set the teams to whatever kind of audience we have in Twitch at the time. I believe it takes every other person that signs up, so we can't do ! Join red or anything like that. But we'll have a team battle for funsies. I think it'll be a fun thing to do to stop the show or end the show, and then we'll do our normal marbles races. So it'll be fun.
Cool. Sounds good.
Want to read some of this chitter chatter?
Captain Fake Guy says, I need some cheer up. Work was depressing. Oh
Oh no,
no.
that's terrible. Um,
Coming from a doctor, that something bad happened.
well, I will say we are here for you to give you 4 spooky stories that will hopefully cheer you up in some weird macabre way. And then tomorrow during our professional meeting, I have a bunch of super fun stuff to go over, including a map displayer that I think you guys are really going to like. I have a bunch of storyline written, so it's going to be a good time. Let's give some shout outs to folks who have joined the channel. Glitch is here, Chloe is here, Sherry Sue. I'm going to keep scrolling. Bree, like I mentioned, Mad Scan is here as well. Latre is here. It's nice to see so many folks jumping in at the beginning of the show. It's nice to see so many folks caught on to using the emotes too, because I was like, I'm not going to give them directions because it'll be too much to type out. I figured that you guys would get it working. I'm going to keep scrolling. Laura Ann has joined us as well. Nice to see you, Laura Ann. Thank you. Everyone was kind of just commenting on the new thing. Some folks have some issues with Twitch freezing as per usual, but overall it looks like the upload is stable, so YouTube will be your go-to if you have any issues with Twitch tonight. So, gonna keep scrolling here. What's your said, is that the Stream Boss health bar I see up there? It is. So I put that up there because we typically have a goal, and for the last 2 months, for January and February, since we are separated, by distance, we're not separated.
I was gonna say by distance.
It's really hard for us to do a lot of these extra events. You guys
think we broke up, y'all?
Someone commented in Discord, like, did they break up? Like, they said that she moved. And I was like, God damn, man. Like, we've said so many times why she moved. And it's just like, people jump in and then just assume the worst. But anyways, it's hard for us to fulfill these extra goals on Saturdays, because we're not in the same space anymore. So I figured I would just toss up the Stream Boss to see if anyone wants to donate still. They can at least have their name pop up there if they're able to defeat it. To remind you of the rules, 1 penny or 1 bit is worth 2 HP. If you're the one that takes it down, your face goes up there. And then sometimes we will do something like small, where we let the person who is the Stream Boss at the end of the stream pick something. Something fun, typically. Like Robin dyed her hair purple one time because we had like a big night.
It took me a while,
but she did it
to get it done. But I did.
I let someone decide whether or not I was going to keep my hair long or keep my hair short. And like it was so funny too because I think it was Eminon who won, and immediately as he won, he's like, "Shave your head." I was like, there were 2 options, and shave your head was not one of them. But I'll go short. So it can be a fun time. But I just figured I'd put that up there since we don't.
Monkey beard, I think, was one of them.
Monkey tail beard. I think was a donation goal for a month. So
was it?
I can't remember, to be honest with you, but goddamn, that was such a fun beard to grow. All right, let's
wait. You got to tell me if there's redemptions for things, because I can't.
There's 4 drink redemptions. I gave the shout outs to Bree, Latrea, Glitch, and Captain Fake Eye for those drink redemptions, and then we told them what we were drinking.
All right.
Glitch said, "Sorry to hear that. I'll give you a nice dad joke. Do you know what the worst part about a kidnapping is?" And then Glitch said, "They wake up."
Get it? Kidnapping.
Got it. Lack of space equals funniness. Faces.
All right, I left a Band-Aid on the kitchen counter. I'll be right back.
Okay. Can't really discuss patient sadness, but would love to hear your happy stories. Maya says, "I have you guys on low volume, still at work." Right on. We'll whisper so that your boss doesn't hear us.
I know.
You're all about to hear Robin and her roommates talk because that microphone seems to be picking it up pretty well. And see if they talk shit about me. No, I think they said something about Zach Baggins' tattoo. What's her name says, "'Twas a Twitch goal. 'Twas a donation goal." I thought so. Right on. So we are caught up on Twitch because that first one was very, very slow. So once Robin gets back, I'll go ahead and read my second story. My second story is going to be my long one. So we both have a short and a long. High Five was redeemed by Raisin Rebel, and I Am Beef Trainer redeemed another drink, pushing it up to 5. I'll do a few right now. Elizabeth says, "Hey everyone, I had a parent-teacher conference tonight and followed it up with dinner, so I'm a bit late. No worries. This isn't a job. You're allowed to get here whenever works for you."
Cow night. That's what.
Yeah, only one story. It was pretty short. It's no big deal. I hope your parent-teacher conference went well. I don't know how awkward those things are, aside from when I was a kid.
Oh no, my Band-Aid.
And I used to dread my parents going and finding out what a little asshole I was to my teachers. Because it's like a reckoning when they got home. They're like, so our teacher tells you you're one of the brightest kids in class. I'm like, but? She's like, she also says you're a nightmare. It's like, yep, I don't respect adults who don't respect me. Fuck them. Faye says, yeah, our parent-teacher conference is awkward for parents. I am curious. How's your Band-Aid? Was it delicious?
No. I put it on the back of my foot. So.
If Robin got a really nasty, not even a blister on one of your foot. It's like a spot where you just...
I have a blister on the pinky toe of my left foot and the inside of my left foot. But the back of my right foot got torn up from the flow up.
I mean, it's not very high up from the flow, so that made it pretty easy to tear it up. Makes sense.
Pretty much.
I'm Listener says, dang, intro fighters ran smooth as an oiled buttocks. The actual stream is skipping more than a playground hopscotch game. We haven't dropped a single frame, so that would be your internet, my dude. Switch over to YouTube. I Am Butran says, I'm kind of curious how doggos and kitties are doing apart from Robin. They miss her a lot.
Fine.
No, they miss her a lot. When she's home, they go absolutely fucking bonkers. The cat came and visited us in our bedroom. She didn't come to see me for like 2 weeks after Robin left. And then I went out to visit Robin. When I got back, she was still pretty pouty. But when Robin's in the house, she actually comes and hangs out in the bedroom. She's like warmed up to me again, but I feel like she punishes me for her not being there. Lizard says, it was awesome. My son goes to an alternative high school now, and he's doing great, and his teachers love him.
I just touched the blister on my pinky toe. It feels like a bubble. Like the water underneath is like moving around under.
Thank you for sharing on this episode of Gross-ish or just gross. Scooching your camera up a bit. Oh no, there's a black bar underneath you now. Scooching your camera down. There you go. You can stay right there. Cool. His teachers were super laid back and cool. That's nice to hear. Bunny says, I was a good student until I had a teacher be disrespectful to me. She cornered me, so I told her to fuck off. There's this, it's that whole, like, ultimate power corrupts, or absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's like, tiny bit of power corrupts almost immediately as well. So when you have teachers that act like dickheads to children or kids or teenagers because they're just older than them, like, my specialty was torturing those kind of fucking people. So if my parents ever went to a parent-teacher conference and they're like, your kid's a nightmare, the first thing they'd realize, like, oh, so you're an asshole. Like, because the only way my kid would be a nightmare to you is if you were an asshole. Bunny Cake says, I went to a Catholic school, so swearing at teachers was a big no-go. Yeah, I bet. I've never sworn at a teacher, I don't think. I've told them in very detailed, specific terms how I thought their existence was pointless, but I have never sworn at them because that would have been like expulsion. I'm just trying to says Popeye and drink the pop it and drink the fluid to gain the power of the blister. That's disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
Faye says that, well, that made me vomit in my mouth a little. Also eating dinner, so that was fun. Gross. Yeah, I had a soup before this, so now I'm kind of like, I feel like I can taste it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move into my first story of the evening. And let me go ahead and check really quickly who this is from, because this is written by one of our very own spooky friends. And we really appreciate it.
Are the names at the bottom?
No, their name was attached to the email. And then the two stories were sent in Word docs. So, Maddie.
Well, I mean, my email says Love Long Dong, so.
That's my name. Maddie is the name of the person who wrote the story. All right.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and give it a proper intro. You want to go ahead since you read that part, which is like the worst of it. You can just read the whole email I sent you.
Oh. It says, here you go, sexy butt. Love Long Dong. P.S. Nice tits.
That's the sort of...
also, yeah, there's no author name on this email whatsoever.
It's Maddie. So.
Oh, okay. For mine? Okay.
And mine. This person wrote
two.
They're
the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me go ahead and put us into it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move into our second creepypasta of the show. This one and the one to follow, read by Robin, both came from one spooky friend named Maddie. Thank you so much for sending these in. We sincerely appreciate it. It is so awesome that you guys choose to share your creative works, because as someone who writes a lot, and whose degree is in creative writing, sharing something you wrote is kind of a special kind of terrifying. So it's very brave of you to send this in. All right. It goes like this. It's called ... Is
that in the title?
Yep. ... Lip smack noise.
Mouth pop sound.
It's called The Boy with the Mismatched Eyes. And it goes like this. I was running through the forest, weaving in and out of the trees, the roots and branches sticking out all over, trying to trap me. I turned my head to see if I had lost it, the haunting, floating thing. I've seen this happen before. The forest, the roots, the black figure. I've seen them all in a dream before. This time, however, I couldn't tell whether it was another dream or reality. The pain, it felt real. That burning sensation seemed to fill every corner of my body. My legs, my lungs, and my feet, they were on fire. Never have I felt this in my dreams. The forest seemed to go on forever. Trees and more trees and branches and roots. Then I felt myself being pulled into a dark shed that seemed to appear out of thin air. At least I hadn't seen it prior. It was him. I tried to scream, but his soft, cool hand covered my mouth. He held me up against his chilling body, piercing my skin as if ice ran through my veins. Yet my body seemed to be overheating from all the running. My first thought was that someone that was helping... Mouth noise.
Is that the name?
Yeah. Someone named Mouth Noise grabbed me. Sorry. My first thought was that someone that was helping the floating thing get me and was trying to hurt me. I struggled against his tight grip. All I wanted to do was get away. This never happened in my dreams. I looked around for a means of escape, but darkness was the only thing that greeted me. I tried to kick out to see if anything would hit him. Instead, something fell, catching a sliver of moonlight, and hit me in the head. I crumbled to the floor, a sharp, searing pain pulsing through my brain. As the room started to spin, my vision started to tunnel, and everything was blurry. I don't know if it was the fact that I just got hit in the head or not, but I definitely saw fangs. I woke up, no longer in the forest. I could see only a white ceiling from an unfamiliar place. I looked around the room and saw a mysterious boy sitting at the left of me, staring at me with those piercing eyes. There was a difference in color, with one being blue, the other red. The blue color calmed my panic for a moment. It seemed familiar, but only for a moment. I tried to sit up, but he laid me back down. You need your rest. His voice didn't seem to match his face. See? That's why.
Okay.
You took quite the hit to the head. There was something underlying in his tone. It's fucking motorcycles in the background, dude. There was something underlying in his tone. He was right, though. My head was pounding. What happened? Where am I? Who are you? But he only ignored me, stood up, and walked out of the room through the dark wood door. His right eye, the red eye, was glowing. Against his request, I got up and tried to look for a way out. It took me a few tries to get up, but eventually the dizziness settled enough where I could walk. I wanted to follow him, see how I could make my escape. But when I ran over to the door, it was locked. The room gave off an ominous feeling, with its black fabrics and its dark maroon walls that seemed to be breathing. The steady in and out movement was mesmerizing, almost comforting in a way, but every now and again, a hand-like shape would reach out. I felt like I was trapped in with the darkness of the room. That's weird. I felt like I was trapped with the darkness of the room swallowing me. There was a window at the far end of the room which struck my curiosity, and I walked over to look outside. What I saw was amazing. The sunlight pierced through the darkness of the room. A meadow filled with flowers stared back at me, but it was short-lived. A hell-like scene replacing the once comforting scene which now was half the meadow straight down the middle. The sky looked like a sunset, but the ground was set ablaze. The earth cracked and lava seemed to be pooling over.
Hot.
The view changes depending on who's in the room. His voice boomed from behind me. I whipped around, staring straight at his weird eyes. Everyone with two different color eyes is going to be like, I'm so offended.
Oh,
Why is it...
heterochromia, it's a thing, guys.
Nah, it's because one of them's red. Why is it split in two like that? Why did it change like that when you walked in, I asked, thinking he'd be distracted so I could escape. You sure ask a lot of questions, Alana. I froze like a deer in headlights. How do you know my name? I asked, then stepped back a bit, wanting to create distance between us. He laughed at me. It was a deep-throated laugh, his red eye glowing again. Oh, sweetie, I know everything, he said to me with a deep, slithering voice. Slithering is a really gross adjective.
Right, I was gonna say, like, what?
I stopped.
I'm trying to imagine what it sounds like in, like, parcel tongue.
Yeah, I was going to say slithering. To me, when I see slithering tongue, the first thing I think of is like, oh, he sounds like a snake. I stopped talking, trying to think of a way to leave the breathing walls. His eyes were radiant, drawing me in. His left eye was blue, like the Caribbean Sea with specks of gold. His right eye, though...
This is way too much detail.
That was terrifying. I've never met someone with a red eye. It was red like a deep crimson, like blood, but it had specks of black. He snapped his fingers in my face. I must have stared at him for too long. Your eyes, I started to say, but before I knew what was happening, he was on the other side of the room, and I was stuck. I couldn't move. It felt like chains were wrapped around me and were holding me down.
You go, what?
I saw a red hue coming from where he was. Something wasn't right, but before I could ask, the glowing stopped. You haven't answered any of my questions. Oh, shit. That was...
I thought you were going to say we're trying to reach you for your car's extended.
I think that was her that said that. You haven't answered any of my questions. I just wanted to distract him. Fine, but after I do, you have to do what I ask, he demanded, but was actually going to But was he actually going to answer my questions? I had a million questions to ask him, and I didn't know where to start. What was that thing chasing me? Why was it chasing me? A chill went down my spine just thinking about the figure. It still does. It was an essence from hell. He feeds off those who are pure at heart.
Okay.
He said it like it was an everyday thing, but it made a lump form in my throat and my stomach turn.
I feel like your voice for this character just makes it so, like, all right, bro, whatever you say, my dude.
I think the word you're looking for is awesome. What are you? He looked at me with a grin after I asked that.
Obviously a bro.
Like it was some game. I'm everything you could ever think of, but I am also nothing. What an asshole. I gave him a confused look, but he just laughed at me. You're everything, but yet nothing? How does that even make sense? All he did was shrug and smile at me like he was teasing me. It's who I am. Say it. Vampire.
I was gonna say that.
I saw the twinkle of a Twilight reference in your eyes, and I had to steal it from you.
With Batman coming out this weekend, like so many Twilight memes, I don't
want to get distracted, and I don't want to talk about Batman. But I got a 10 out of 10 on IGN, and I'm very, very thrilled to see it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna keep going. It's who I am, he said, stretching out his arms as if presenting himself. And who are you exactly? I asked, getting fed up with his little game. His hood fell over his pale forehead, hiding his mismatched eyes. It was like he couldn't look at me anymore, like something had shifted. I'll tell you, but you have to open your eyes. No, sorry. I'll tell you, but you have to open your eyes. I sat up straight in bed. So it was just a dream. Everything seemed so real. I couldn't get those eyes out of my head. As my breathing
because they're your eyes.
As my breathing slowed back down and my heart returned from my throat, I noticed my closet seemed to have a glow coming from it. Did I leave something on? I got up, figuring I was awake, so I might as well not waste electricity, and headed over to turn off whatever it was that was glowing red. I got closer to the closet, the red coming from eye level now, wanting to just go back to bed. As I opened it, all I saw was fangs coming towards me, and then I was staring down at my body, face to face with the boy with the mismatched eyes.
What? So they became a ghost?
Sounds like it. As I opened it, all I saw was fangs coming towards me, and then I was staring down at my body face to face with the boy with the mismatched eyes. Like, were they the boy with the mismatched eyes and now they're out of their body? No.
No, the boy with the mismatched eyes murdered them.
So the boy with the mismatched eyes had fangs and heterochromia. Holy shit, that's awesome. He sounds super hot. I need his name so I can have a shirt that says Team Boy with Mismatched Eyes.
He sounds like Jade or Floyd from Twisted Wonderland.
I hate you so much for working Twisted Wonderland into this show.
I mean, but I'm right.
Why don't you tell folks what Twisted Wonderland is?
Twisted Wonderland is a Disney game that was first released in Japan, I believe. But it's like you're a guy that ends up in this boys' school, and it's just a whole bunch of guys, but all the guys are broken up into different houses, and the different houses are like kind of like Hogwarts houses, but for this, it's like different villains, like different Disney movie villains. So like there's Queen of Hearts or Maleficent or like a Jafar type thing. And so each character in those houses is like a character from the movies. So like Jade and Floyd are Flotsam and Jetsam from The Little Mermaid. So they each have the opposite colored eyes, and they have bitey teeth.
Interesting. And this story reminded you of that, so
yeah.
Good work, Maddie. Thank you so much for sending that in. We appreciate it. And the truck goes by in the background. Thank you so much for sending that in. We appreciate it. And before we move on to your second story, we're going to take a quick commercial break. But not since you're watching us live. We're going to talk to you guys right meow. All right, so we have had all 6 drinks redeemed. Laura Ann redeemed one just a second ago. Emanon redeemed a high five.
Oh, high five.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Raisin Rebel redeemed a high five, so we got to do 2. Ready?
Well,
nope.
Wait.
That's not how Ready, Set, Go works.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. It's terrible. They're so
put your face
far
up to the
off.
Camera. Hold on. Put your face
I'm
up
redeeming
to the
the redemptions, or excuse me, I'm refunding the
redemptions.
redemptions
Bend over.
because you're so bad at long distance high fiving tonight.
I'm Beef Turner says, I wish Twitch had closed captions. My headphones are wireless and have decided not worthy to hear Adam and Robin's dulcet tones.
Twitch does actually have a closed caption plugin that you can download. I'm not sure if we have to enable something on our end, though, but it's terribly inaccurate. I've tried to use it before, but it'll help. So
they also say I'm not watching Batman. It's been rebooted so many times that I just don't care.
It's kind of crazy considering every time they reboot it, it's fucking awesome.
I love Batman. I just I don't care if it could get rebooted a million times and I'll just keep watching the new ones because they're all so different.
It's like there's the Tim Burton one, which is the one that I'm most familiar with as being like the first, even though it's by far not the first. And that one's awesome. And then they did Batman Returns, which is good.
Which is great.
Batman Forever, which is not great. It starts to get campy, and then Batman and Robin, which just killed the franchise.
Batman Forever is the one.
Nice. It's to meet you.
Yeah. And Batman and Robin is the one where they introduce.
That's Batman and Robin. Yeah. Batgirl.
Yeah, Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson's Batman Forever. That was the one with the Joker, or excuse me, the Riddler and Two-Face.
Okay.
Batman Forever has Val Kilmer, and they introduce Robin, and then Batman and Robin introduces Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, and it's the cheesiest, campiest of all of them. Then the franchise died for years. Then they brought it back with Christopher Nolan's trilogies, which was just.
The Dark Knight is the best Batman.
I remember sitting in the theater watching Batman Begins at a midnight show that was fucking packed. And the end of the movie, I remember being like, that was probably one of the best written superhero movies I've ever seen. Not just like the story, but the dialogue is really fucking good. And as someone who's a huge fan of Batman in general from the comics, everything rings so goddamn true. And that whole movie was so impressive for me. Dark Knight's a fucking masterpiece. Dark Knight Rises isn't as good as Dark Knight, but not much is. And so it was okay. And then they didn't really reboot it since then. They just put like Batman into like Batman versus
like
Superman,
Steel,
Zack Snyder
bullshit,
which is like, I don't consider that a reboot because he doesn't get a standalone movie. This was supposed to be a standalone movie, but Ben Affleck was like, you know what? This kind of fucking sucks, and I quit. And so Matt Reeves took it over and apparently wrote a phenomenal movie.
I was going to say, everyone has been saying how good.
I mean, Matt Reeves is a great writer and director, so you've probably seen a bunch of stuff that he's done before, and I really am very excited for it. So, all right. Emanon says, sorry, I'm late. No worries. We understand. Fake.
Snark says, oh.
No, go ahead. Just read.
The Snark says, twat check-in, just finished The Shadow Rising. I hate it when you don't have quick travel unlocked yet and have to roleplay walking.
Wow.
Emanon says, I want to see Uncharted. I want to see Uncharted too. We still haven't seen The Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't watched that yet. I'm not going to go see Uncharted in the theaters, but I'll watch it when it comes out on...
Yeah, on HBO or whatever.
Captain Vega says, yes, the kind of romance content I came here for. I think that was my love letter to you.
Oh, yeah.
Put hashtag long dong.
Outsider says, going to YouTube, too much instability on Twitch. Maya on YouTube says, bye guys, my phone's getting hot. Is it because of hashtag long dong?
IMB Trina says, I wish Twitch has closed captions. You already read that. Gonna keep scrolling.
Emanon says, can you guys see me in the comments? We can. Captain Fake Eye says, I'm still stuck on book 6. But I've not done much reading because of work.
What's Turner says, if your red eye is glowing, I think that means your pink eye has gone Super Saiyan. Emanon says, have my New York run tomorrow and Friday. They got moved this week because of the ice storm last week. 1,100 miles in 2 days. It's a lot of driving.
Glitch says, how dare you talk bad about bat nips?
Oh, dude.
When
Joel Schumacher's the worst thing that's ever happened to Batman.
It's hilarious, though, because he gets ready, right, and turns, and you see bat nips, or like he turns and you see jiggly ass. It's great. It's so great. Oh man. You don't think that's cinematic masterpiece, babe?
I think it's one of the stupidest. The fact that someone sat down and was like, "What we should really do for the bat suit for this third installment is put nipples on it." And there was a room full of people that were like, all right. Or the person that thought that had enough power where there was no one else around to say like, hey, that's a pretty bad idea. Because it is. And then they did it again for another movie. But, yep, is what it is.
I think the one with the Riddler is my favorite of that era.
IMB Trainer says, the Batman comment was on What's for Dinner. I've not watched a Batman movie since Michael Keaton. That's a long time. That's Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
As Catwoman.
And Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Dude, I think that movie was good because
I liked
Danny
it a lot.
DeVito does such a good job at being terrifying.
The Penguin's in this one too. Oswald Cobblepot's played by Colin Farrell, who is covered in so much fucking makeup. People say he's unrecognizable.
He is. He looks like that one guy in Spider-Man.
Elaborate.
Dr. Octagonopus.
You think he looks like Dr. Octopus in this? Like Alfred Molina? He looks like an Alfred Molina that's 100 pounds heavier and is melting, I guess. All right, let's give some shout outs.
No, not him. He doesn't look like him. He looks like that one comedian. What is his name?
You better not say Jim Gaffigan because he doesn't look like Jim Gaffigan.
No, he has black hair.
While Robin thinks of that, I'm going to go ahead and say the thing I was going to say before she interrupted me to pause. Shout out to Emanon for donating 1,000 bits and then 1,100 bits. We appreciate it, and you are now the stream boss.
Thank you so much.
I think it says you have 2,200 HP as well. I can't really read it. It's kind of small on my screen, but I'm sure you guys can see it just fine. Fingers crossed. Brian says, if the suit was going to have nipples, they should at least shoot tranq darts for them, right? They're not even functional. It's fucking Batman. Makes no sense.
Bunny Cake says, I always found Batman too dark, but maybe now that I'm older, I'll enjoy them. This is not the Batman for you.
No, this will be the darkest Batman. Because they basically...
It is the darkest
This is
Batman.
if the Dark Knight met Seven. Like, because they say Paul Dano's character of the Riddler isn't like Jim Carrey. It's the literal opposite end of the spectrum where he's like fucking nuts. He's inspired by the Zodiac Killer and the killings that actually took place. So expect to see like a very terrifying serial killer story and a detective trying to hunt him down. I mean, Batman's title is the world's greatest detective, amongst other things. So just saying.
I thought that's Sherlock Holmes.
Rob, come on. Get your head out of your ass. Within the Batman universe, he's considered the world's greatest detective. Sherlock's just considered the world's hottest detective and the world's smartest detective. But he's also a drug addict, so that sucks.
Jensen Joe says, I'm 30 minutes late, but I was listening to one of the recorded episodes while I waited.
Oh, thank you.
Very sweet of you.
Snark said Kingsman is on Hulu and HBO already.
Yeah, I haven't watched it because I wanted to watch it with Adam, and then Adam was like, well, you can watch it without me, but now I'm just catching up on 911 Lone Star.
Well, if you want to watch it with me, I'll be more than happy to watch it when I get out there on Monday.
Cool.
Which said, just so we are clear, that I do think that movie is hot garbage, but I also love it because I hate my eyes. Faye says, okay, I have happier news. Just got invited to a very good friend's wedding. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yay! I love weddings.
Emanon says, this past Sunday we went and saw Spider-Man No Way Home. That was really good. I really enjoyed that movie as well.
I really love that movie.
Ginseng Joe says, this weekend I saw Free Guy on Disney+.
That is also a good
Still haven't watched it. It was on the plane.
Did I watch it on the plane?
Yeah.
That's where I watched it, I think.
Yeah, I think I slept for that plane ride.
Ginseng Joe says, not gonna lie, it was corny as heck, but the story was low-key super good. Yeah. Free Guy is so cheesy and corny, but Ryan Reynolds is so cute in that movie.
I think he's just cute in general.
That too.
This is someone, Rod over there on YouTube pointed out, Ra's al Ghul in the cartoons refers to Batman as detective. He doesn't call him Bruce unless he's really pissed off at him. He just very often calls him detective. I'm pretty sure the first appearance of Batman was in Detective Comics, so just saying.
Kevin Figuer says, I'm going to go see Serrano this weekend. What's that?
It's Peter Dinklage's new movie.
Oh.
I have no idea what it's about.
I don't know either.
Jensen Joe says, it's
There's
okay.
So many movies
that man is hot, LOL. In regards to Ryan Reynolds.
Oh. Jensen Joe says, if he had a beard, I'd probably change my mind. Wait, what? Oh, maybe it was like, because they're like, oh, he's okay. I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he's charming. I mean, he got Blake Lively somehow, right?
He's charming. He's hot. He seems to be very forthcoming. Like he was talking about how anxiety in private makes him feel like he's a completely different person than who he is in a public setting. And I think it's super cool of him to talk about something like that because it sucks. Anxiety's real.
I watched a video too recently of an interview with Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah.
Nerding out about something. Have you seen it?
Is it Final Fantasy VII? My friend Lee sent me a message about it, and I forgot to reply to him about it. Tell folks what it's about.
Oh yeah, he's just nerding out about Final Fantasy VII, and choosing between Aerith and Tifa, right? It was Tifa, I'm pretty sure. And he was like, "Well, this person is like this, and this person is like this," and I don't know, it's cute. And his co-star, I feel like, is just looking at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's always nice to see when like a celebrity, because I feel like a lot of celebrities don't enjoy the same media that a lot of like fans do, are really big fans of stuff. Like it's super cool.
Like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, being a huge fan of World of Warcraft and Warhammer and The Witcher and a bunch of other things. He's read the entire Wheel of Time series and he's so fucking hot. Henry Cavill is exactly how I pictured a character named Galad, and god damn it, I would fucking pay money. Start a Kickstarter Wheel of Time. If you make him Galad, I don't give a fuck what changes you make anymore. It is dream casting right there.
What was the other thing? Rahul Cooley, super nerd about Warhammer, and like he literally has this box of paints and stuff, like a to-go box, so that he can paint figures in his trailers.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, big nerd. and he has like this love affair with Hideo Kojima, and they like tweet at each other back and forth, and it's so romantic.
Emanon says, all right, guys, I got to jump off here. I have to be on the road in the morning, like around 7:30, so I got to get
Oh
some sleep. I will jump on
no!
Spotify or Patreon to catch the rest of the episode. Right on. Thank you for joining us, Emanon,
Have
and
a good
safe
drive. Hopefully, you
travels.
get a lot of rest.
Snark says, oh man, the thirst is real for him. Glitch told Emanon goodnight. Captain Fake, I said, Henry Cavill is so hot. More hot because of his nerdiness. Snark says, oh my god, Adam, that is the perfect casting. Right? It's just like, you just go like, Henry, here's the deal. Be hot. Be lawful good. Go. And that is it. That's all you fucking got to do, and that guy would nail that part. Brian says, I need to go back playing Final Fantasy VII. I still haven't gotten out of the starting area. I finished the first disc of Final Fantasy VII, and I never finished it, so I am right there with you, Brian. Glitch says, Henry Cavill gained so many points for loving Warhammer as much as me. He doesn't.
He likes Warhammer too.
I don't think there's more points I could fucking give this dude. Like,
I didn't know Henry Cavill did Warhammer.
not only does he do Warhammer, he just went to like some big Warhammer event and got a bunch of like, I don't know. I was gonna say publicity for it, but he didn't do it for publicity. He did it because he fucking loves Warhammer. But he also built his own computer. So me and him we're like twins basically. So
yeah, you look just like him.
yeah, can you imagine if I looked just like him? Like even when you met me,
you would leave me,
and I would not. Even if when you met me, let me start this whole thing over. When you met me and I was like still super hot, like I wasn't Henry Cavill hot. I can admit that. I can admit that. I'm a grown man and I can say that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and stop right there talking about how hot Henry Cavill is and let you get into yours third.
Captain Fake Guy. This is people I would leave my husband for. Ian McKellen, despite being gay. Henry Cavill, and probably Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless is fucking awesome. Glitch says, I have a huge army, Robin. LOL, I play Blood Angels. Brian says, the sad thing is I have it on my Switch, so I have no reason to not play it. God, it's so awesome how many things that Final Fantasy VII is out for. I think I own it in 3 separate places also, and I just haven't done it. I haven't pulled the trigger. So, all right, we're going to stop right there. Robin,
all right.
Bring us back from a commercial break. Oh, no, wait. We're going to do an actual commercial break over there on Twitch. I lied to all of you. Oh, my God, I'm sorry about that. Here it comes. 60 seconds right now. My neck hurts because I'm like propping myself forward to speak directly into the microphone. And then the shirt was like way too open. Cute? Your jacket's fucking adorable.
He's so cute. Oh, he's so soft.
100.
And then down here is the other half.
My hair looks fucking ridiculous. I really... Aw.
It's adorable.
Chip has the red nose, right?
No, Chip has a chocolate chip nose.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Holy fuck!
How am I supposed to know that? I don't work at...
I've told you like 6 times!
I don't work at Disney. As soon as you bring up Chipper Dale, I start having fucking PTSD from when he threw me out of the restaurant, so... It's not my fault I can't remember it.
It's okay, a lot of people don't know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Glitch just sent me a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, he said pics incoming. Snark
Glitch
says to Captain Fake Guy, why not include them in your current relationship? Who can afford monogamy in this economy? I feel like polygamy is more expensive than monogamy. All right, I'm going to minimize that. And Robin, go ahead and bring us back from a commercial break and read your second story.
Holy fuck, that's quite the Warhammer collection. Reasons why I'm broke.
You're killing me, Robin.
All right. Cool. All right. Welcome to the other half of this episode. So, this next email is actually from Maddie as well. And this story is titled A Normal Day at Work. And I have a feeling this is going to be anything but normal. Get it? Because it's a creepypasta.
I get it. It was a really bad pun. The Crypt Keeper would be proud.
Can you sound like him?
He sounds like ha 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 ha. I did it on that one story that made me do it. I don't want to do it again.
Okay, so titled Normal Day at Work. All right. What started as a normal day would soon be the worst and last day of work that I'd ever stumble upon. I'm a funeral attendant, which suits my name, Alexis, which actually means helper or defender. It is my job to wake up every morning and help out the funeral director and, oh fuck, or as I know him as, my father. The funeral home has been in the family for generations, and my family has been the laugh of the town. That's fucked up. Those people work hard, y'all. Like, why do people make fun of them? I don't understand. People always called us vampires or Satanists, saying we worship the dead. Our pale complexion and dark hair didn't help our cases. I didn't mind, though. It's not like I have to speak to any of them anyway, at least not anymore. It was a Tuesday, one of our slower days here at Woodland Funeral Home, and it was my turn to clean the selection room. I was going to say
The
skeleton room.
skeleton room? They have
I
those?
was
Fuck.
I was in the middle of washing a mascara smudge from a chair when the phone rang. It was only a mere 8 a.m., and I was the only one around. I answered the phone and heard heavy breathing on the other side. "Hello?" I said into the phone, a little nervous for what the call might be about. "Hello, I need a body picked up from the women's mental institution right away." A deep and oh fuck, okay. I gotta redo it because I get the voice at the end. "Hello, I need a body picked up from the woman's mental institution right away," a deep and raspy voice said on the other line before it went
That was
dead.
pretty good. That was deep and raspy. Good job.
Thanks. I had never heard of a mental institution, so I had to do a little research. I took the phone with me and typed the number into the search engine on my phone. The only thing that popped up was a picture, an address, and the words "Woman's Mental Institution." But something was off. The picture looked like it was taken back in the 1960s, and when I clicked on the Pictures tab, the photos I found were unimaginable. There were people in chairs with things wired to their heads, some were strapped to their beds, and all of the patients looked like zombies. No wonder we got a call about picking up a dead body. But no matter what I thought of the place, I still had to go and get it. I mean, this is part of my job. The sky made it look like it was late afternoon instead of late morning, and the tedious drive to the building was tense. It wasn't long before I had left the part of town I felt comfortable in and headed towards the town square. The feel of that part of town always made me feel like I was under a microscope. Something about it made it feel like a whole other town in a completely different city. Everyone I passed by had a blank expression and stared me down, turning their heads as if they were an owl, following me, my every move. The closer I got to the building, the heavier the burden of discomfort grew in my chest. I pulled up,
I pilled up really fast.
but sometimes I wish I could do that. I pulled up in the ominous building that looked like it had been run down for years, but had people walking in and out of the institution. I nervously got out of the car, holding my bag close to me and grabbing the stuff I needed to collect the body. I walked towards the cement steps, my legs shaking with every step I took. There was a nurse in personal protective equipment, PPE, that was waiting for me at the top of the never-ending steps. "You must be here for Galinda." Gelenda. Galinda?
Sounds right.
It was a horrible way to go. "Follow me." The voice that came out of the woman was soft. Oh, okay, hold on. "You must be here for Galinda. It was a horrible way to go. Follow me." The voice that came out of the woman was soft and angelic. It made me forget that I was so nervous. I followed her into the building and down the longest, airiest hallway I'd ever been in. We walked by doors with hands reaching out from the bar windows and screaming patients. Some yelled out for help and others for death. We stopped at a door at the end of the hall that was silent compared to the others. "She's in there. The poor thing didn't even ask for help," the nurse said in her sweet angelic voice. She opened the door and held her arm out, motioning me to enter the room. I walked into the room and heard a heavy slam behind me. I turned quickly around only to see that the door was shut, but before I could freak out, a sweet aroma filled the room. My vision began to tunnel and I blacked out. That's when I no longer controlled my body, only my mind. My thoughts are my only friend, because everyone else walks around like a mindless zombie, much like I do now. And then there's like a log entry at the end. So it says log entry number 187. 2. Woodland Productions for a Utopia. From head provider, Michelle Robinson. It says, Subject 94, Alexis, took the bait well and is now on her way to becoming a proper citizen to the town. There was a bit of a struggle and we had to inject her with something to calm her down. I've already sent out her note to her parents explaining the disappearance. Now all we have to do is put her in her new home and wait for her to become our newest mindless citizen. We are almost halfway to our breaking point in this, and I hope everything will go according to plan. And that's the end of the story.
Interesting. That one sounds like a prologue for like a full-blown short story.
Or a movie? That would be a good movie.
It's a solid premise. I will say, whatever they put in that letter has got to be pretty fucking good, because having someone vanish and not come back, it's
Yep.
it's got to be a letter basically saying like, I'm vanishing and never coming back. Don't look for me. That was, somehow convinced enough. But either way, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I liked it.
I feel like I want more, so write more of it and send it our way. But either way, Maddie, 2 good stories. Thank you so much for sending them to us. All right, let's look over into stream chat. That one wasn't terribly long, and my next one is short. So let's see what you guys have to say, and then we're going to get to the next one. Shout out to Glitchgrim for subscribing for the 31st month.
Woo-hoo!
Pretty good.
Man, my lips are pale.
My lips were so chapped yesterday. It was really, really painful, actually. They're
so thick. Look at them.
C. Evans over in YouTube said, LOL. I'm not sure which joke it was, but thank you for saying LOL. Shout out to Ghost Dunk. He subscribed for the 32nd month and said, he's using the trees. We had a Predator watch along on Sunday. I almost made it to the end, but then after that we did dinner because Robin and Co. got home from the convention. Snark says, oh my god, I learned something today about Chip and Dale. Right, Chip has the red nose.
No!
I know, I'm joking. God. I'm What's Your Answer? Sup, nerds? I'm back. You weren't gone for long. All right. Kevin Vega says to the Snark regarding the monogamy in this economy, he says, you know what? You're absolutely right. Too bad I'm the kind of bisexual that hates all men other than my husband and book boys. I feel like book boys should be spelled with an I. Gonna keep going.
Chloe Michelle says, sorry, I've been jumping in and out, by the way. I'm still at work.
You're good.
That sucks. Oh my god, the Snark says, that is 100% valid. I'm sure he's okay with having extra wives.
God.
If I asked Adam if we could have extra wives, he'd be like, no.
Sorry.
Am I right?
Yeah. Like, no. Like, hang on. What's their credit score like? Like, let's be practical about this.
If I was like, hey, I kind of want to get a girlfriend. There's this girl. She's like really responsible, great job, awesome career path. She knows her shit. Her credit score is like 800.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then this is a conversation. We're going to have to sit down and talk about it. So, you sold me. That's pretty good.
What's the credit score limit?
Like 780. This 800 really for consideration. 780. She better have some rockin' tits. I mean, it's your girlfriend, so I'm joking. Obviously, this isn't gonna happen, and I hope you're fucking joking too. Do we need to have a talk after this episode? Is that what you're telling me right now? Have you met someone at Disneyland that I don't know about?
No.
All right.
Babe, I work with a bunch of dudes, and half of them have like social anxiety.
Snark says, it's funny, I don't have social anxiety. I have like private anxiety. It's just so weird.
What do you mean?
It's like I'll just be relaxing at home, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, huh, my heart's racing at like 180 fucking beats per minute. Part of the reason I'm getting back into shape, though. Snark says, per Ali Wong, a great wife is easier to find than a great husband. Maybe. I think that's just because women in general are probably a lot more compassionate and better human beings. All right, gonna keep scrolling. I'm What's Your Answer says, just watching on mute while IMB Trainer plays her phone at a loud volume. That works.
That's hilarious. Captain Big Eye says, let me go ask my husband how he feels about Lucy Lawless.
I'm What's Your Dinner says, I know the name Lucy Lawless, but I don't know who it is. Faye provided Xena, Warrior Princess. She was also in, I think, Spartacus Blood and Sand, but I never watched it. I just remember the casting. It says I only know important famous people like Adam and Robin.
Aww.
Thank you. We are an eyelash more famous than dirt. I wouldn't even consider us famous.
No, babe, dirt is more famous than us because everyone knows what dirt is.
God damn, you're right, Robin. We are not famous
Yeah.
at all.
Yep.
The Snark
Glitch
says
the only reason I watched Xena was for Bruce Campbell.
I didn't even know he was in that.
I didn't know he was in that either.
Snark said the 9-binary doctor on Grey's. I didn't realize Lucy Lawless was on Grey's Anatomy.
Maybe it's a season we haven't watched.
They killed Denny and I stopped watching, so I've missed a lot of seasons.
I was there says, good news, I got $1 per hour raise at
nice.
work. I am now making slightly more than what they're hiring new people
That's
for.
fucked up. They should give you a significantly higher raise.
Fucked up.
I'm Witchner says they bumped up the new hire pay rate substantially to entice people to apply, so for a bit I was making less than the new hire rate. That's like...
What?
That's ass backwards business right there. Like, that's how you drive out the people that you should be taking care of the most. The first thing you do is a wage adjustment for your current people to build morale. That way when the new people come in, they hear they adjusted our rates, and then you raise your new hire rate as well. That's just stupid. It's bad business.
Captain Fake Guy says, I'm pretty sure I just choked on my own spit.
Wow.
And then Snark says, me, I'm that girl. And Captain Fake Guy says, no, wait, I want to be that girl.
Everyone wants an 800 credit score in Rockin' Tits, okay? Glitch says, I can't even get extra fries, so there's no extra wives/husbands. Face says, my credit score is 800, I think. Stop flexing so fucking hard. Enzo Matrix says to Captain Fake Guy, that's about where I'm at. I recently bought a car, and they told me that with my credit score, I could put whatever income I wanted as I would be approved. That's pretty awesome.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I was really surprised because I had to buy a new ring recently, and they're just like, yeah, buy whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a good feeling when they're just like, yeah, we'll reopen it.
Oh,
what limit do you want? Oh, yeah, you're going to get that. So just pick anything at the fucking store.
Let's see.
Ghost Dunk says, I replaced my car battery today. Nothing makes you feel like a rugged survivalist than doing trivial car repair. I know, right? Sometimes I change my oil. I haven't done it in a minute. Changed my brakes one time. Oh my god, it was awesome.
Oh my god. The Stark says you have to choose 800 credit score or Rockin' Tits. You know what?
I could buy a set of Rockin' Tits with an 800 credit score, so.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about that credit score. The big guy says, unfortunately, I don't have Rockin' Tits. I don't need the tits. I just need your personality and your love for Lord of the Rings.
This is getting way too romantic, and it's not directed at me. So I'm going to go ahead and say we should pause here and move into the next story.
Okay.
All right. Marking it. Let's get into the last one. Oh, wait. No, I missed a redeem. Shout out to Laura Ann, who resubscribed with Prime for the 29th month and says, please ignore my random woo. Twitch hates me. We did not ignore you. We almost missed you, though. But we always miss you when you're not around, Lorianne. Thank you so much for being with us for 29 months. It's a long time. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to move into the last creepypasta we have of the show.
Sorry. Hold on, let me finish typing this message.
I have to go back to work after this.
I have to take a shower after this.
I have to work like all day tomorrow, too. It's been a long week at work, y'all. And my paycheck, this is the thing about my current employer. I get paid early a lot. I'm supposed to get paid on the 1st, the 15th. So if the 1st is like on a weekend, I'll get paid on like the 27th. And because there was only 28 days in February, I got paid on like the 25th, which is awesome. Unless you're doing overtime the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th, the 28th, because all that should be going on that paycheck. But they just project like, oh, you're supposed to work 80? We're going to pay you for 80. So I have to wait until the middle of the month for my OT. Anyways, you good?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move into our final creepypasta of the evening. And this one's subject is not pasted on here. God damn it, Diaz! Fuck, get your shit together! I accidentally closed out my file that had this, and then I had to go and copy and paste it during your story and pretend like I wasn't doing it. And now I don't. It's like the orphan something or other. Hang on, I got to go into my history. Hope you guys can't see all this stuff. Horse porn, dildos, horse porn.
There's talking about like rocking tits still. Captain Fake Guy's like, baby, my new girlfriend Robin can buy me some.
Yeah.
I'd spoil the shit out
I
of you.
swear to
just saying.
God, if you start spoiling her before you start spoiling me, there's going to be murders.
Oh, yeah.
One more for the orphan. Here we go.
All right.
All right, marking it.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, no.
What?
I had D&D stuff going through my brain. I am just like so excited about this new campaign.
Okay.
Marking it. What was it? The orphan with
Okay.
rocket tits? God damn it. I forgot now.
What?
I'm trying to find one more for the orphan. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move into my next story. And this one's called One More for the Orphan. And it goes like this. In a small... story just doesn't want to be read.
Holy crap.
In a small orphanage.
What?
Shut the fuck up, Robin. You're being a real Dale with your red nose right now.
Is my nose red?
No. I mean, it kind of looks like it in the light sometimes, but it doesn't matter. In a small orphanage in a small village in Russia, there is a young boy. His hair is jet black and messy, and he has tattered jeans and an old, dingy gray shirt. Nothing is known of him. For 10 years, he sat in the bed in his room, never moving, never blinking, never eating, and never sleeping. In the 10 years, he has not seemed to age at all, continuing to look like a 7-year-old boy. The only thing that proved he was alive is the slow rise and fall of his chest as he breathes, and the refusal to take his eyes off anyone who enters the room alone. A lone psychiatrist came over in an attempt to find out why the boy had done nothing in 10 years. He entered the room and shut the door behind him. 30 minutes later, the orphanage's nurse came to check on the two of them. Opening the door, she saw the child still sitting, still not moving, eyes fixed on her. However, something seemed different. He appeared a slightly amount, God fucking damn it. He appeared a slight amount larger. Not by much, but enough to make him look like a late 8 or 9-year-old. You can tell the difference between someone who's 7, 8, or 9. I tip my hat to you. The psychiatrist was no longer in the room. The door was the only exit, as the room had no windows, vents, or anything, and it was, in fact, in the exact center of the orphanage. He continued to sit, only seen occasionally by the lady who would come in to check on him, and she never closed the door upon entry. A week or so later, 2 law enforcement personnel entered the orphanage, demanding to speak to the boy about the disappearance of the psychiatrist. The 2 of them entered, closing the door behind them, as the head of the orphanage stood outside the door. 30 minutes passed, and not a sound came from the room. The head of the orphanage eased the door open. The boy was still on the bed, but the officers were no longer there. The boy was now quite noticeably bigger, about the size of a 15-year-old. His skin was darker than usual, and he looked angrier than ever. But one thing remained the same, his cold, unforgiving eyes that stared at whoever entered. Eventually, the law organized a large group of 10 officers to speak to the boy. They entered the room and left the door open until one of the younger orphans ran up and shut it, apparently in a daze. The head of the orphanage quickly ran to reopen the door, and upon doing so, froze in horror. A low rumbling noise came from the room. One more. If you return to that orphanage...
Did he eat the orphan?
No. All the cops... You haven't been paying attention to this whole fucking story, have you?
I mean, one more what?
Okay, just admit you haven't been paying attention to this whole story, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Everyone that's gone in the room to check on him has disappeared, and then he gets bigger, like he's absorbing their energy and aging.
That's what I'm saying.
The orphan didn't go in there. A psychiatrist went in there and disappeared, then 2 cops, and now 10 cops went in there, didn't close the door, and the orphan's the one who closed the door.
Okay, got it.
Jesus, Robin, fuck. You're like a child who just wanders into a movie theater in the middle and is like, what happened? I missed it. If you return to that orphanage, you will see it still continues to run. The orphans live in good care, health, and education. However, there is one room that you will see is boarded up and far from enterable. It's not a word. If you ask what is behind it, You will be removed forcefully from the orphanage. However, when no one's looking, if you place your ear to the door, you will hear a low, ominous growling sound, and if you listen for a bit, you will hear one more.
Well, that's creepy.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't want to get eaten by a weird alien child.
You think it's an alien or do you think it's a demon? I don't think the author knows. I think they just had this idea for like a fun little concept, but I wonder what you think, Robin.
I think it's more of like entity from the center of the earth type
Center
shit.
of the earth, huh? All right. I'm going with demon on this one. I think it's a demon pretending to be a kid. They like to masquerade as children a lot. And I think he's just out to sort of absorb the life essence, if you will, of human beings to achieve his final form. And then once he gets to his final form, then he'll turn golden, and that'll be his second final form. Oh, no, you can't have this kid go perfect form. There's no way. Only Cell can pull it off. Jesus Christ, Robin, read a book.
No, I'm just thinking about Frieza, too.
God, I fucking love DBZ. I'm going to take that out.
I know. Why?
Whatever, I'll fucking leave it in. But yeah, that is the final story of the show. It would be funny if I just like turned off the stream. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's read some chat. And while we're reading chat, I'm going to get some stuff set up for this Intro Fighters game. And then we'll see if we can kick off a game of team bashing. Bash them up, shoot them down, slip them out, murder them, reverse it. So, Robin, go ahead and read some stream chat, if you will, while I set this up.
All right. The Snark said that together Faye and I could spoil you. But then Faye's like, I'm already supporting my husband. Like, I can't support or spoil anyone's voice. And then the Snark says, my husband has to pay child support. That's what I call car parts.
Wow.
And then, let's see. Captain says, it's okay. My husband's also married to his board game collection. Yeah. Oh, I just kickstarted a new game, too. So I kickstarted a new game. It's by the same people that made Restaurant Wars.
I love that game.
And it's called Illiterati. And it's you get like a book, like a tome, and it has directions. Okay, hold on. It's a word game. So it's like you get a bunch of tiles, kind of like Scrabble tiles, and these tomes have directions like you have to spell food words using all your letters, and how many words can you make in X amount of time. And you have to like try and spell a word. It's kind of like Wordle, right? You're trying to figure out words with whatever you have on the keyboard.
Yes, it's similar.
But I thought the idea of it is really fun. So you're trying to seal these books by making words. It seems fun.
All right, I'm going to start reading some stream chat since you have woefully failed, but the game sounds fun and I can't wait to play it. Maybe we'll stream it. Western says, I think Rocket Tits would get you farther. Bunny Cake says, I choose the credit score. It's ridiculous how suddenly getting sick can ruin your credit score. Ken of Vegas says, I'm Westerner, right? I feel that way. Ghost Dunk says, release deadlines suck, huh? Yeah, we're not doing release deadlines. We've released, and now we're doing just tons and tons of adjustments and tons of tickets. Scrolling. Snark says, wait, D&D campaign? Yeah, I'm going to start DMing a campaign outside of like the shows that we're doing just for funsies. I don't know how long it'll last, but just to kind of keep my DM skills up while we're in between seasons for Twats to Twats. I am pretty happy with how the editing is going on Twats to Twats D&D episodes. Faye says, I was very confused for a second to the Snarked.
Faye says, okay, friends, it's bedtime for me. 5:30 a.m. Wake up tomorrow again.
Good night, Faye. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.
Western says, I'm too poor for fancy vocabulary. Davenport was the name of a series of sofas made by the Massachusetts furniture manufacturer A.H. Davenport. Good to know. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to set this up so that we can have a battle for all the folks who are on Twitch. I'm going to put it over on the marbles thing first. The screen's going to be black, and then I'm going to get things set up because I can't fix this scene unless it's active. So let's switch over to marbles. Now I'm going to fix our cameras because I know everyone's like,
oh, you totally froze for me. I didn't even hear anything you just said.
I still have a green connection, so it might be your internet.
Yeah, it froze, and then it like sped up. It was like...
Say that again.
You can listen to it all you want on the recording.
Okay, got it. All right, there we go. So we've adjusted our cameras. Now what I'm going to do is add in game capture 1, add source, float it to the bottom. Right there. I'm going to make sure this fits to the screen. Booyah. We're going to do teams of 6. Right now it says that in Twitch we have 18 folks. All you need to do is talk to get onto a team. If you do exclamation point emote, you might get your emote as a representation of who you are. But I'm going to click start. And from now on, anything typed will get you onto a team. So it's the first 12 people that speak.
Man, I don't know where my phone is. Oh, found it.
Disconnected from chat. Oh, well, thank you, Twitch app. Everyone has like their own unique problems on Twitch. All right, I made it onto the blue team as the last person. It says, which team wins? Starting prediction. Oh, it started a prediction in our channel? GTFO. Oh my god, that's awesome! It did it automatically. I didn't have to do shit. All right. You guys can just bet on who you think is going to win. That's so awesome that it does it without me having to tell it. I'm betting on us. Always bet on blue. 2207.
Who am I? What team
I don't think you made it. I think you took too long.
What?
It's 6 on 6.
It's spooky.
Well, me and Sherry Sue did not get in. That's unfortunate.
All right. After this, we'll do a second one. And I'll up the teams to 8 on 8. Maybe 9 on 9. It says we have 18 on the dot, and that number is usually off. It says we have 15 now, so. All right, prediction is closing, and the battle begins. Oh my god, this is exciting. I kind of wish there was audio, but hey, here we go. I only have a fist, which I think is kind of fucked up. Laura Ann appears to only have a fist as well. Bunny Cakes has a fucking axe. Oh my god. We're getting demolished. It's 5-3. 5-2. Hang in there, Bunny Cakes. You have an axe. It's okay. It's 4 versus 1, but you have an axe. You're going to be fine. Just keep hitting them with it. Take out Enzo Matrix. Keep going. Take out Enzo Matrix. Okay, good. There you go. You get a boost every time you kill someone. Take out Faye. Get Faye. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Fuck. All right. Congratulations, Red Team. I don't know if typing helps. That's a good question, though. All right. We're confirming it. Red Team won. Ended team battles. All right. Well, what we're going to do is change the team size to 7. Okay. First 14 people that type will be part of it. And you can do the exclamation point emote. Yeah, I'm going to have to build out a brand new scene for this. And have some music in the background. All right, I'm on red team. Robin, are you trying to get in right now?
Yeah.
Right, we only got 4 on red, 5 on red now, 6 on blue, 6 on red. Me and Robin are on the same team. All right, we need one more person, and this thing pops off. And it's I'm What's for Dinner. Let's get going. Oh, they're going to do another prediction. I have jack shit for points because I bet all of them on the last prediction. All right, I'm on red team. Always bet on red. 462. That's all I got. That's all I got to wager. Damn, this integration is nice.
Do you like my emote?
I can't see it. Oh, you're on top. Yes, it's adorable. Who is that?
Mamabot. He's the artist that makes all those pins.
That's awesome. Once your emote is out there, you cannot change it. All right, we're about to get going here in 10 seconds. This will be our last battle, and then we're going to switch over to marbles. Ginseng Joe says, yo, I'm in the team with the king and queen. I think you're in the team with the queen and, like, her concubine.
Have a concubine?
It's me. All right, Donosaur has the axe.
Mama, no.
Oh, someone has bombs. Who the fuck is throwing bombs? All right, blue team's down a player. Now red's down a player. It's pretty even.
Some of these emotes are hilarious. There's the one with the girl that's screaming.
Oh no, it looks like the snark just fucking murdered my face. It's like whatever team I'm on is cursed to lose. Donosaur is our last hope, along with Cursed Wolf. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
We have more HP too.
Sherry Sue, you didn't need to vote. You already got in. You were on red team. Paying out 30,692 points. Damn. We got our butts kicked. All right. That was fun. We'll do that more in the future for show. Gonna hide that. And what we are gonna do now is boot up marbles. Some people did well with the betting, which is just so funny, man. Says ready to launch in approximately 11 seconds. So we're going to go ahead. While that updates, because it's going to update, we're going to go ahead and just do one more. So let's go ahead and get this thing going one more time. I'm really having fun with it. I am so glad I updated it. I almost didn't.
One last time.
All right. Join up for one more battle starting meow. Why will you not let me type? I love that there's an emote of me, so I get to see my stupid face getting fucking murdered.
I know which emote I'm gonna.
All right, on the red team we got me, Sherry Sue, Laura Ann, Enzo Matrix, the Snark, Ginseng Joe. Blue team has Chloe, Red Keto, Glitch, Wolf, Donosaur, and Bunny Cakes.
Yeah.
Wow, it's funny that you showed up and it was the last one too. All right, I have 12 points to bet this time, and I'm gonna bet on the other team because I always lose. No, I'm gonna bet on myself. Always bet on red. All right, this should give the update for marbles, which didn't exist an hour ago. That's not true. 4 or 5 hours ago. Enough time. Ginseng Joe says, Adam, you should believe in yourself. I believe in you. It's very nice of you. I believe in myself on the things that I can control. But for games like this, I'm going to get murdered. Maybe my team will win still. We have 2 people with swords. The other team has 1 person with a sword and 1 person with a pitchfork. And what's the cross for? The cross says 850. Our team says 775. I feel like that means we have less health. That's fucked up. All right. Ginseng Joe and the Snark have our swords. Glitch has the pitchfork. No, Glitch has the sword and Red Keto has the pitchfork. I'm literally on the bottom of a pile with people on my own team on top of me just punching. I'm just laying on the ground doing nothing while my team gets murdered. It's already 7-4. Well, that was quick. It was a fucking team wipe. 7-0. Holy shit. We got fucking decimated. Looks like
So what I've learned from this is that blue wins.
when I was on blue, it didn't win. It's 2-1 right now. Ended team battles. All right, how's the update looking? Minute 51. You know what that means. One more time. This is funny. Maybe I'm just using the wrong emote. Maybe I shouldn't use my face, you know? Maybe it doesn't like my face. I don't like my face half the time. Here. I'm using Charizard. What's up?
Another one?
Yeah, because we're waiting for the update. It's like you don't listen, Robin. Why does blue have way more points? I think it's just because overall blue has won that much. Or done that much damage. That's probably what it is. Ginseng Joe says, if the game isn't updated after this, I say dance battle. Liztree says, oh no. Am I on a team with Malum? Yeah. It's not going to bode well for you. All right, start your predictions. I have 0 points. Can't bet. There's a big prediction out of the gate. All right, 20 more seconds for the start. We really need battle music. And after this, marbles will be ready to go. Maybe we'll just do one race since we did so many battles.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta take a shower after this and have dinner.
Same. Not the shower part. I already did that. Lister says, we got this. Adam, don't let us down. I promise nothing. Give me the mace. They have 2 axes and a sword. That doesn't seem fair. I have a fist. That's it. It's a new level, though. That's cool.
This just makes me want to play Super Smash.
Same. I'm already dead, so whatever happens is on you guys. I mean, the blue team has so many more weapons. Doesn't seem fair.
The Attack on Titan theme. Just like... Da, 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 da.
Bunny Cakes, it's all you. It's 6v1. No worries. One of them has fireballs. The other one has a sword. One of them has a fucking axe.
How did this happen?
How did what happen? How did red team get destroyed again? Because I was on it.
Yeah.
Damn. That was brutal. Well, let's get into marbles. GG's. That was super fun.
I like that game.
Yeah, I do too. Pretty surprised there's no background music, but I'll fix it. Next week. Will I be in there? Out there? Yeah, I'll be out there. Never mind. We'll see.
It's Turkey.
Shout out to 911 Girl who just resubscribed for the 19th month. Say, congrats, Blue Team. I want to said, Adam lost every game. Pro tip, vote against Adam. All right.
I mean, that's how it was with, what is that, rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, until I overcame. Exclamation point, vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds to the track you would like to race. Get disconnected from chat on Twitch all the time from my personal account. And my phone just does not want to cooperate right now. There it goes. Good Lord. Do you ever have that thing where you're going to swipe away a notification and then another notification pops up in its place? So you swipe the new one and you have no idea what it said?
I have absolutely done that before.
It's happened so many times in the last few days, I swear. All right. Devil's Chaos is in first place. It had 4 votes last time I saw it. Once it comes back to it, if it's still in first place, that will be our race of the night. There's a little green dot in the top next to profile. Makes me curious. Don't see anything worthy of a green dot here. So cool. It's nice to know that that's there. Maybe it's just letting me know that it's synced up or something along those lines. Jessing Joe says, I hate that shit so much. Same. Glitch says, I am so stinking tired, y'all. I can't wait for this glorious sleep I'm about to take. The melatonin is kicking in. All right. I think Devil's Chaos is our track. On average, 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Record time 2:37 for us, 3:45. And Cursed Wolf holds the Scaryish record at 3:01. Let's get in there. Exclamation point play to get your marble on stream. Gonna give it 75 seconds from right meow to give you all time to get in. To get it in.
That's what she said.
Don't forget to join, Robin.
Oh.
I like how that's what she said, but he still didn't join. All right, we're up to 14 marbles right now. It's not our best, not our worst. Says there's 21 people in Twitch, 15 now. Don't forget, type in exclamation point play to join the race. Cursed Wolf has joined the race. We're up to 16 now. Shout out to Cursed Wolf for coming over. He's a friend of ours in real life. He's also a wonderful HVAC guy. He was able to go upstairs, identify the problem that we were having with our furnace, get it fixed up, tried to do it for
Did the
free.
AC ever get fixed too?
Yep, just had to go upstairs, flip the exact switch he told me what I needed to flip, and it worked just fine. So he is tonight's real MVP.
I want to see your boobs. I mean, what?
No, I want to see yours.
No. Sorry. Cursed Wolf, we need our AC service.
Yeah, reach out to me, and if he's up for it.
Yes, he does live in Vegas.
Indeed. I'm whistling a shot to the bottom of the track right away and is in first place. Red Keto is right behind and makes it through the fan blade a little bit easier. And Enzo Matrix is able to make it through even easier than that. Damn, dude, my voice is starting to go.
Stop sucking all that dick.
Red Keto and Enzo Matrix are neck and neck. However, there's a lot of folks jumping into this little funnel, and if they can drop through quickly, they can take the lead. Cursed Wolf's record-setting pace is right there. Sherry Sue has fallen off along with Glitch, unfortunately. Shout out to Red Keto for resubscribing for the 4th month total, 2nd month in a row, and said, woo! A Meadows has fallen off the map. Gonna come over here so we can watch who comes out of the loop-de-loop first. These pulsating rods have faces on them. That's always fun. Right now, Robin is trying to catch Enzo Matrix, and she gets slowed down a little bit. Enzo Matrix is really racing Cursed Wolf's record. The current Cursed Wolf has fallen off. Robin is in 2nd place. Snark is in 3rd. Donosaur is in 4th. And then there's a little cluster led by Red Keto for 5th, and so on. Enzo Matrix went the same way as Cursed Wolf did during that record-setting pace. However, is now in 3rd place behind the Snark and Robin. No one appears to have made it into the center, so we're going to go ahead and scooch over. This is the way that Cursed Wolf's Ghost Ball went. The Snark is now in front of that Ghost Ball. On the other side, Robin is racing. And it looks like we have a lot of folks bringing up the rear. I don't see my marble, so I'm pretty sure I fell off and didn't notice. It's alright.
Alright.
Alright, the loop-de-loop begins. That's how Cursed Wolf set the record-setting pace, is that they just skipped over this coil. So now we know that that record's probably not going to be broken unless Donosaur gives it a shot. She took the same shortcut and is probably in the lead. Red Keto has fallen off, probably in the lead and has an insurmountable lead at this point unless someone else finds a shortcut. But this right here, the loop-de-loop, is where Donosaur has a chance to make up the time and take home the Scaryish record. And she is well ahead of Cursed Wolf. She can navigate the fan blade. Ooh. Oh, so close. Cursed Wolf did the rocking back and forth thing in his record-setting run. Donosaur just scooches underneath the fan blade, and it looks like, Donosaur, congratulations. You are a victor, and you take home the record for this track at like 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Congratulations. Sorry, Cursed Wolf, your record has fallen. I'm What's New says, has Malum ever won a marbles race? Robin wins all the time, but I don't recall Adam winning. I have quite a bit, in fact. I've won multiple seasons as well, so... Looks like the Robin Grace is going to be our second place finisher. The Snarked and Ginseng Joe are battling it out for third. Enzo Matrix has showed up as well. Not a lot of folks left, but there is a red wave of death at this point because I think this level has it look like fire. Approaching to take everyone out. Donosaur, do not forget. Type an exclamation point merch. Get that link to pop up. Follow it. Go to Robin's Kawaii Corner. Pick yourself a sticker. And let us know which one you want and where we can send it. Lizatria is still back there, just hanging out, doing her thing. Laura Ann comes in 5th. I'm What's is going to take 6th. Enzo Matrix is 7th. Bunny Cakes is moving a bit slow, but might make it through in time before the red wave of death hits and engulfs everyone in flame that's left. Lizatria, however, I'm not sure if you're going to make it, but let's watch your fiery demise. And that's the end of it. All right. Congratulations, Donosaur. Good job. Get 6 points for the race. And a new season has started, which is why the update had to happen. So you were in the lead for the season. Good stuff. All right. That is going to be our race for this evening because we just had so many battles in the other game. Fun time. Let me check the redemptions one last time before we move into the outro to make sure we don't miss anything. Nope, we got Red Keto. All right, from this point on, if you do a redemption, it will not be redeemed because I will not see it. So don't get upset if that happens. I'm going to go ahead and fix Robin's camera really fast. That way we can all see her properly. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and exit out of this thing too. And do the thing. You ready, Robin?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. That is the final story of the show, and I want to thank everyone who listened or watched us live. If you would like to watch us live, head over to twitch.tv/Scaryish Podcast on Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We would love to have you there. It's always a good time. And, yeah, give it a shot. Check it out. YouTube.com/Scaryish is another place you can go to watch us live, or Facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. We broadcast simultaneously to all 3 spots at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesdays. If you have a story you would like to suggest or one that you have written similar to Maddie and you would like to submit so that we can read it live on the air, please email pastatime@scaryish.com, or you can go to our website, scaryish.com, click on Contact Us. In the subject, just put that it's pasta time and then paste your story. It'll come directly to us and we'd be happy to read it. If you want to reach out to us on our social medias, Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast, which I already said once. Twitter is @ScarishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do that?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are our monthly donations, tiers starting at $1. You can also go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are one-time donations.
Indeed. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and however you participated with the podcast. It means the world to us. It's everything we got for this episode of Pastatime. Robin, do your thing.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.